The New York Knicks beat the Detroit Pistons 123-112 in a thrilling Game 1 to start the playoffs on a warm April night at Madison Square Garden. There's a lot of nervous anticipation heading into this one as the Knicks didn't exactly finish the regular season in a strong fashion, and an imposing Pistons team was sure to give New York a challenge. Before the game, Knicks head coach Tom Thibodeau gave his thoughts on the team's mentality heading into the first game of the playoffs.
I think the big thing is just, you go through the regular season, it's just a reset. So now you start the next part. You're starting all over, it's 0-0, and then you go from there.
The Knicks started out with a fairly even first quarter as they entered the second tied at 27 with Detroit. The second quarter continued to be a close game as the Pistons scored 28 and New York scored 30, leading to a halftime score of Knicks 57, Detroit 55. Jalen Brunson really struggled in that first half and was missing shots that were off balance and not getting the foul calls that he was looking for. Luckily for New York, OG Anunoby was picking up the offensive slack as he led all Knicks scorers with 19 points at the half. And the Knicks were doing a good job of containing Pistons guard Cade Cunningham. But things changed in the third quarter, and Detroit went on a run that put them ahead by as much as 9 points heading into the fourth. Former Knick and now Pistons guard Tim Hardaway Jr. scored 12 points and went 4 for 4 from the field and 2 for 2 from 3 during that quarter. And Cunningham started to heat up as well as he dropped 7 points in that time frame. Everything seemed to be going wrong for the Knicks, and Jalen Brunson then left the court after he appeared to tweak his ankle. But then in the fourth, New York found new life. Brunson returned to the floor, this time with a different pair of sneakers, and caught fire at the perfect time. He scored 12 points in the fourth quarter on 5 of 7 shooting, and he had help. Payne had the hot hand, and he scored 11 points on 4 of 5 shooting overall, and 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. Payne's clutch threes helped propel the Knicks forward and seal the game in what was a 21-0 run in the fourth that gave New York the win in Game 1. After the game, I asked Jalen Brunson if it took him time to adjust to Detroit's defensive physicality and how he adjusted. He had 11 points in the first half on 4 of 15 shooting, but scored 23 points in the second on 8 of 12 shooting as he finished with a game high of 34 points and 8 assists. Did it take time for you to adjust to Detroit's defensive physicality, and how did you adjust?
Yeah, I feel like they had a great game plan, and I just had to reset, and I just found a way to get going in the second half. Teammates had the utmost confidence in me, and I appreciate that to the fullest. And so, just had to find a way to reset and just regain composure.
It wasn't just Brunson, Payne, and Anunoby who made major contributions tonight for New York. Karl-Anthony Towns scored 23 points and picked up 11 rebounds on 10 of 14 shooting, and Josh Hart had a great all-around game of 13 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Mitchell Robinson made an impact defensively when he was on the floor, and he had a memorable putback dunk in the second quarter off a missed driving layup from Brunson. Overall, the Knicks defensively were able to limit Cade Cunningham from doing too much damage as he scored 21 points on 38% shooting overall. Tobias Harris provided the bulk of the offensive production, and he scored 25 points on 8 of 13 shooting overall and 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. Tom Thibodeau was asked on his takeaways from the Knicks' defensive effort tonight, and he emphasized that there's still things that New York needs to improve upon.
That's the challenge, and you're going to have to take a look at the film. Obviously, there's things that we're going to have to do a lot better. It's one win, and then we got to reset and get ready for the next one. So understand what goes into it, and there's a lot of things that we can do better.
The Knicks play Game 2 this Monday at 7:30 p.m. With WFUV Sports, I'm Ben Oppenheimer.